Okay. We're closest to the dam and it looks cool, so let's go that way. Oh, we probably should take the glider. It's like a little bit faster than just running. Yep. Just a second. Okay. Yeah. Off we go. Oh, God. Oh, God. The sooner we replace this thing, the better. Oh, and they do show up on our compass. That's fun. Come on. Little sand cutter that could. That. Okay. There's a boat here. Interesting. Also interesting that this used to be a dam. Oh, I don't know if we're gonna make this. Nope. Okay, let's see. Ah. Maybe this way is the correct way to go. What if we looked around before going in the first possible direction? Goodbye, burb. Hoot? Yeah! Oh. It's a dam! Damn! Haha. I'm so funny. This is just so calm and pleasant. Honestly. Nice. More loot. And a sparkly worm? Hello? What? Chum egg. What the fuck? Offered up by chums when planting themselves into the ground. Perfectly smooth and hard as a rock, these eggs seem to float with how light they are. There must be a good place to deliver these. I see that's what the top right is. I'm betting that's another currency of some kind. That is so strange. Imagine a dam from an old civilization that gets used as a temple by a civilization that comes after. That would be a god dam. The urge to time you out right now for that joke, so strong. That was terrible. Okay, let's climb. Maybe there's something else up here? Dang. Okay. What's this glowy stuff? Put this in this. Yeah. Good shit. What are you? Atomic control panel. Is that it? Can I climb this? No. Can't climb that. What if there's a way to drop in from above? Can I climb this? Nope. Parkour? Ah, fuck. Okay, I don't think that's anything. We can go this way, though. It's over here. Sprint. Whoa, this map is huge. These sound effects are really satisfying too. Oh, we can add markers this way. Okay, yeah, so we're somewhere around here, I guess? We could probably climb through all these rocks, but maybe we shouldn't because we're so far from the glider at this point. Or the, sand cutter. I don't know, secret stuff. There's another boat. Is that it? That might be it. Climb, 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 climb. Oh? Trees? Hello? Cute. Yay! Currency. Worth it. Oh, what's all that, too? Currency is better than Deku Nuts. It's true. I really should get that 20 rupees emote done, because every time we get 20 cuts out of one of these boxes, it's basically the exact same thing. Oh, hello, strange creature. You're weird and unsettling. Good shit. Okay, it doesn't look like there's a way in through there. Chum egg flavor text was genius, though. It's pretty good. Just playing Breath of the Wild, didn't know what the Deku Nuts were for until way after I beat the game. Oh no. I actually forgot Deku Nuts were in the game at all. made entirely clear that there's some sort of collectible, and beyond that, it opened up so many more questions. Yeah. I like that this game does a thing that I like when it's done well. It presents itself as if it's a thing that you just should know, right? It presents itself, it presents the setting as a setting that the characters live in, instead of just like, we must explain everything to you constantly. But really the only way that works is if you don't just have a constant parade of proper nouns. Right, if you're constantly being like, here is the great thingamajig. The great thingamajig is a thing that thingers the jig. Like, oh, okay. And then, 30 seconds, a minute later, it's like, and here's the great whiz bob. And the lesser hecklewang. Like, eventually it's just too much. And that's not just true of games, that's true of all storytelling. That is it too soon to say this? I don't think so. Because I'm not actually going to say any specifics. But that was my greatest criticism of the new Matrix movie, is I felt like it was trying to do introduce too many things too quickly, to a point where it just sort of like felt like there's too much world building and not enough actual anything happening. And that's a danger. Okay, well, oh, that was just the first part. We have to go to the other two places. Let's go to this one, because we're over here. So sad when over-explaining makes a world more flat than it would have needed to be. Yeah. And it's such a hard thing to dial in. Like, it definitely takes effort. And I don't think it's as simple as like, oh, just show everything to the viewer or the player or whatever. I don't think it's just as easy as only use the bare minimum words, right? Like the fucking Hemingway thing. Ooh. I don't think there's any one simple answer to it. It's just that it's a thing that you need to be conscious of when you're both world building and presenting that world to an audience. There's nothing of use to be found on the ship, but I notice a blinking light flashing on the dashboard of the cockpit. Push the button! A voice crackles from the machinery in front of me. It sounds like a recording. It's barely audible. Stop messing with those buttons, you absolute idiot. Sorry, Raman. Concentrate. I need you to I don't think I have to remind you how much work it was to get this far. We're almost there. Alright, let's see if what that old machinist told us holds up. If not, there'll be hell to pay. I hear the sound of mechanical adjustments being made. 3 clicks. Buttons being pressed, maybe? Okay, when I push this orange thing, pull that lever. Hard. Yes, Raman. The sound of a click and a loud grunt before a snapping sound. Oh, on Roana's mask, not that hard, you torn it out! Suddenly the speakers are filled with static and a low rumble that gradually increases in pitch. And then the sounds of someone cheering. It worked! We're flying! More cheering. Is that the sound of someone dancing? Okay, let's focus. This thing is moving fast. We need to slow it down a bit. How do we do that, Raman? Let me check the machinist's notes. A long pause. The rumbling static sound that started playing when the ship took off is still increasing in pitch. Raman? That lever, Toma! The one you just ripped out! We're going too fast. We're going to crash. We need to try to... The recording cuts off there. Oof. Yikes. Got some F's in chat for that one. Oh, hello. Are you looking for a calibrator? I am immediately on guard. Sayama has always been a mischief maker and taken tremendous pleasure in tormenting me. In theory, I am older, more experienced, and should be more than able to withstand it. In practice... You won't find it here. I've hidden it. You'll never find it. Never, never. She never fails to get to me. You're a horrible child. May I please have it? I decide to be gentle, and I ask her, may I please have it? May I please have it? She mimics me terribly, all high and screechy. Despite my best efforts, I seethe. Oh well, too bad. Maybe you'll find it on your own, but I don't think so. Sayama laughs off my irritation, but I'm not going to give her the satisfaction. I cross my arms and try to effect a change. I'll give you the calibrator. I put out my hand, proud of myself for standing tall before Sayama. If you give me some beetles. That's a fair trade, isn't it? Something you want for something I want. I try to decide if it's more mature to push her over and steal the calibrator, or to acquiesce. But then I simply stifle a sigh and shake her little hand. Perhaps some of the adults in the camp know where I can find some. You wretched creature. Going back to talking about world building and stuff, it sounds like it's similar to drawing. It's much harder to have that grasp of how much you can take away and how it still reads. Yeah, for sure. I think really any kind of creative thing is like that. You know, our imaginations want to make things, and I think for a lot of people that get into creative works of or disciplines of any kind, a lot of that passion comes from wanting to make stuff, right? Like you want to make you want to make more things, and you have a lot of passion for those things, hopefully, and so it's exciting to make new things. But a lot of work needs to go into not just creating intentionally, but once you have created the background stuff, you know, whether it's doing studies or doing world building or you know, practicing programming mechanics if you're on like the coding end of a video game, you know, whatever it is that is the foundational work of your process and your medium. A lot of the actual work of making the thing, if you want another person to encounter it and enjoy it, if you're making it for other people, right? A lot of that work is in figuring out what actually to present when, and what needs to be presented at all, what just needs to sit in your head as something that you know in order to inform choices. And that's tough. Because obviously we want to be like, here's all the cool stuff I made. Please validate the things that I did. And or even if it's not a validation thing, you know, like please be excited about the things that I was excited to make. But that isn't always what's needed. I could ask about catching beetles for that awful little Sayama. Do you know where I can find some beetles? There's a nest of beetles just east of here. You can't just walk up to one and catch it, though. There's some seeds growing on the rocks around the nest. Drop a seed on the floor and the beetle will start eating it. Then you can sneak up and grab it. Jotty greets me warmly. Okay, good talk. We have talked. To the east. Rocks to the east. Rocks to the east? I don't know how to tell you this, but everything is rocks. Like, actually everything. Maybe up there? I don't think I can climb that, though. It seems too high. Maybe I could hover down? No. That's too far. Ooh, what's that? More crashed ship parts, I presume. Oh. Okay, we can't do the Breath of the Wild jump up the cliff thing. Alas. Yep. Hello, burbs. Beetles. Seeds? Huh. If I were seeds, where would I be? I feel like this thing that I'm standing on. But I guess not. Maybe over there? Nope. Okay, seeds. What? What the fuck? Okay, hold on. Let's check our quest log. Beetle detour. Beetle nest just eats a camp. Beetles are afraid of people to catch one. I'll have to distract it with some food. Seeds. Aha! I just had to interact with the physics object. Aha! Ha! Got him! Can I get more of these? Is that useful in some way? Bonus beetles! I don't know if we'll be able to use these for something, but doesn't hurt to grab them on our way out. Ah, dang. Okay, let's get out of here. What a silly little quest. Can I climb on this boat? Yeah. This was my favorite part of Breath of the Wild, all the exploration. So this is great. I see you over there. Okay. Okay, we did it. Woo! Another chum egg. Alright, we have a glider. We have climbing and stamina. We have beetle collection. Is this, or is this not, Genshin Impact? Where's our glider? Back at base. Okay. Quest. Let's mark this one. Give the beetles to Saima. She likes to play in the cave underneath the camp. Yep, we have met. Bum 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 bum. This fucking. Oof. Alright, Saima. Get your beetles. I feel embarrassingly vindicated as I hand Saima the beetles, but rather than gloat, she hands me the calibrator and begins to cry. What have I done? You're leaving! You're leaving and you'll never come back. She blows her nose and then wipes her hand on her tunic. Yara never came back after the last gliding. Aren't you sad? You were her friend. I miss her too. She might visit again someday. People leave, that's their choice. I tell Saima that Yara is allowed to do whatever she likes, and that if it's her choice to go, then we must respect it. I wonder if she can tell I'm putting a little extra weight in my voice, which I hope sounds like the wisdom of age. You wouldn't leave forever, right? Not forever. I start to speak, but Saima cuts me off with a wail. Please don't go! I tell Saima not to worry, that I will be back sooner than she knows, and I'm sure she pouts behind the mask. And I add that if I am not back sooner than she knows, then she will be ready for her gliding by then, and she can come bother me herself. Promise? I say yes. Good, then I suppose I can come see you off. I thank her and say goodbye for now. Aww. Oof. They're doing a really good job of... So this like tutorial section at the beginning where we have to collect all the stuff and stick around is... I was starting to be like, this is maybe dragging on a little long. Like this might be more than it needs. But what's happening by extending it like this is that it's getting us as players to really connect with these characters. And a lot of that also is the character writing is really fantastic. But it's getting us to connect with the characters and feel like, was it Camp Ibex? Ibex Camp. Is our home. It's connecting us to that place and those people. So that we will have the same emotional impact when we leave that Sable will experience. Or at least some version of it. Which I think is important, and I'm glad that they're doing it. Climb fucking anything in this game. It's great. Really like the character voice in this game and how it positions the character's voice in relation to the character as the player's avatar. You mean having like the first person narration? Is that what you're referring to with character voice? I don't know about this one. We did it. Yeah, I agree, Kiana. And I like that, you know, so one of the things that is missing a lot in video games and movies and TV shows, these like primarily visual media, is like games where the characters are their own people outside of what the players do with them in the game. Yeah, I also like that a lot. I've talked about this various places before, but I think that's the big disconnect for a lot of people, between whether they like The Last of Us 2 or don't like The Last of Us 2, is whether they feel like Ellie is them and they're being criticized for murdering a bunch of people, or Ellie is Ellie and the game and the characters are criticizing Ellie and what she represents. But yeah, I really like when games let characters be their own people. But a thing that's missing in video games and visual media, or what's really hard to convey, is like the internal experience of characters. And, you know, animation has come a long way and can do a whole lot. But like the main advantage that prose has over like time-based media is that it can just tell you, right? Like it can tell you and can describe in specificity what needs to be said without having to drop a bajillion hours of time into animation. So like the hesitation in their speech, the internal experience of Sable as a character and her feelings, the little gestures of the characters, like the way that these are all narrated to us in a prosaic format, is something that games often struggle with in terms of communicating that internal experience. Atomic power supply. Sick. We have our parts. Where's home? Home is that way. Where's our dinky little sand cutter? Over here. Okay. Woo! That might have dealt fall damage. I don't know. I don't want to find out. Noom. I like that you do a little whistle when you switch between strafing and driving. Is strafing faster? No, definitely not. But yeah, this really has that. I mean, visual novels do that a lot, right? Visual novels have a lot of internal monologue. And it's part of why they're called visual novels, I think. And so it's cool getting to see this game take advantage of that in the writing, while still having like classic exploration, platformy adventure game stuff. I would love to see more games do this. I think it's really appropriate to the tone of this game, though. This game has a very contemplative air to it that I think fits that hybrid book feel really well. And it might not suit every game. I return to Sizzo with the parts, and it's as she waves me over that I feel a pang of sadness in my chest. When will I see her again once I'm gone? Well done, Sable. Yes, this is everything we need. Are you ready to assemble a bike of your own? I think I'm ready. I think we've done everything that I want to do here for now. Yeah, I'm ready. Then let us head to the workshop. Scissor relaxes in the workshop. It isn't that she's particularly rigid or anxious ordinarily, but there's a certain calm beauty that one only truly appreciates when Scissor is in her element. I wonder if it's this way for all machinists. What you must understand, Sable, is that the components you acquired, they fit together, not by chance, not by effort, but by nature. They belong to her. They have always belonged to her. All we are doing is assembling her from what she has already been. I nod and feel a soft buzzing in my ears. Among my clan, we believe that machines have names, held for ages like deep secrets, unheard by those unequipped to listen. We will find this one's name together. Cool. It's fun little music, too. I will say all this voice acting is requiring a lot of hydration. Stay hydrated, kids. Drink your water. All right. Gliding bike front. T is an acceptable alternative. Gliding bike wings. Sable is clearly having a good time. Gliding bike booster. Hey, Sizzo. Let's talk. Sizzo relaxes in the workshop. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba ba. Okay. It's good that they have that dialogue there in case you accidentally skipped part of it. Bike. Listen. Sizzo tilts her head a moment, leaning closer to Simoon. All at once I knew the hoverbike's name. Simoon. I say it in a whisper to let Sizzo know. Simoon. Moon. Well done, Sable. Does she want to go with me? She does, clan child. Simoon has a wandering spirit, like you, I think. I tell Simoon that I'm eager to know her better, and Sizzo looks quite proudly at both of us. You are ready, then, for the gliding. May all the gods turn their faces from you, Sable. An odd blessing, perhaps, but Sizzo is prone to such things, and I can read in her tone that it was meant quite sweetly. You must learn to listen to Simoon, to care for her. Seek out my fellow machinists on your travels, Sable. They will teach you the art of machine whispering. Oh, and here, take this. It's a machinist's badge. You'll meet plenty of my ilk on your gliding. Show them your worth and they'll give you more badges. I thank Sizzo twice for good measure, and give a bow. I am ready. Should speak to Jotty about the final gliding ceremony. Ooh, God, I don't want to leave. I mean, I do. I want to experience the rest of the game, but boy, wow, they've done a really good job of making me care about all these people and feel kind of bummed that I gotta go. Hi, Hilal. Hilal quotes from a selection of obscure and lyrically mediocre Ibexi historical ballads whenever I pass by. There is a great verse that says much about our folk, buried under sand. We look up to the cliff edge, the sure hooves of the ibex anchored to the steps, horned sentinels guarding the high plateau. Our boots find purchase in the stone, and we remember the days when we could not glide. Ibexi hospitality is second to none. There's no kinder people out under the sun. Our songs and our poetry just can't be beat. Our famous goat jerky so smoky and sweet. If you're lost in the sands and can't find your way, just call to the ibex, and we'll save the day. From perpetual and distant star, we did not glide, but flew from far. Wanderers, nomads, our home undefined, and when we sought purchase, the desert was kind. And so now we amble one home to the next. We live as we once did, wandering with the ibex. And it is said that our people took up the mask of the wandering ibex, so that we may maintain the tradition of our ancestors. We find our home in the moment, and the moment finds its home in us. There is no greater freedom than that of the mountain goat, who knows only where they will step next. That's really good, actually. Did the writers write that? Did the writers crib that from somewhere? That's really good. I fucking love that. Okay, one more. Warrior, guard, machinist, and a farmer. Bug collector, debt respecter. Those who harvest water. Teacher, weaver, and she who breaks the fever. Builder, keeper, trapper, sage, and seeker. Of all the masks that make us up, our mask is the surest to fill your cup. Hell yeah. Talk to Driss. Hey Driss, I brought your fucking sand cutter back. Driss asked me a series of increasingly strange questions before I make an excuse to take my leave. Okay. Hello, person whose name I've forgotten. Wait, where'd all the animals go? Oh, I cannot talk to him. Okay. Little children have no fear. All right. Well, I guess it's time to go. I return to Jotty with a new lightness, and it makes the weight of my departure. Bleh. And it makes the weight of my departure feel heavier still. What a strange day. Sable, is that a badge you've got there? Sizzo gave it to me. I tell Jotty that Sizzo gave me the badge. Then you must have earned it. Well done. I give a bow of thanks. Well, Sable, if you keep this up, you'll be headed for the mask caster in no time. I try to think about going to a mask caster, but it seems impossibly far away. Imagine choosing what I want to be. Imagine choosing what I want to be forever. I know what you're thinking, but don't worry about it. You'll get plenty of badges when you're out there, and once you've got 3 alike, you can trade it in for the mask. But don't feel like your first mask is your final choice. The gliding is about freedom and exploration. I suggest you claim as many masks as you wish. Thank you, game, telling me that I don't have to fucking end the game with the first mask that I could potentially get. Only at your final ceremony will you be asked to choose one. How will I choose one? You'll have to feel it out, but when you know, you'll know. Now. The tone of her now puts the butterflies back in my stomach. With all of this done, there is only one thing left. It's time then, isn't it? Time to walk through the face door at the Temple of Rowana. There you'll assemble your gliding mask. And go. There are things I wish to convey to Jotty here. Depths of love and gratitude and fear and worry and hope. And though I find myself unable to speak any of it in words, I know she understands. Before you leave, child, I made you these. They are dyed with the traditional Ibexi maroon, and I hope provide you great comfort out in the desert. When you leave today, you will no longer be Sable, clan child of the Ibexi. You will simply be Sable, and the rest will come. But no matter what you are, no matter where your journey takes you, I will always know you. I will always love you. And I will see you again. I don't know where my journey will end, but I know where it must begin. And I am ready. Damn. Oof. Okay. Temple. Over here. I'm gonna walk. Well, I mean, I'm gonna hover most of the way there first, but then I'm gonna walk. Goodness, what an amazingly good game. What a wonderfully supportive family this character has. I'm not crying, you're crying. Shut up. I like that the game starts us out over here. Oh, the door's open now. Oh. Oh, because we can't climb back in once we've left. That's clever. It's a clever little game design thing. But I like that the game... Like, we see Sable come here during the day in the opening cutscene. And she comes in and she sits down to, like, look at the mask. Oh, shit. And it opens up. Can we always sit down? We just have a sit down button. I like that. Like, she's coming to sit here and contemplate what's coming. Damn. Damn. Okay. Also, everything is like monochrome right now, which is neat. Like going from super colorful to just flat darkness. What's this? There's an archer. And a Mothman. And whatever that is. Am I making a choice of some kind here? Let's go over to this one. Maybe we'll have to do all three. The climbing muscles on this kid, though. Oh, also our clothes. Ooh. It's from the beginning of the... It's the character art. It's the character design. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha, so we're gonna have to do all three. That's okay. So I should have done one of the side ones first to make my life easier. Little bit of jank in the climbing there. And hit. Good shit. Nope, nope. Come on, Sable. This way. There we go. Oh, dang. I was hoping we could climb up and hover across, but it's going to be faster to just go this way. Okay. Just climb this, maybe? Oh, don't fall into that. Nice. Climb. Ah! I can't see what's happening. Okay. We're good. So we had an archer, we had a person with a helmet like a spacesuit, and then we have Weird Mothman. Ooh. Ah. That was not there a second ago. Oh, this is spooky. Oh, hello. Okay. A mask worn by those in the Sand Sea, made of bone. The ones particular to the Ibexi are made from the skull of a mountain goat. The clothing made for Ibexi children as they go out on their gliding. The cloak is unmistakably Ibexi red. Jotty made these. The patterning is unique to the Ibexi. The fabric seems to have been made at the Burnt Oak Station. Cool. We look so cool. We're a cool looking character. We look like the cover art of the game now. Hey! Let's go! And in a very real sense, let's go.